August 8th, 2022. I am in my head right now. I feel a pressure of dissatisfaction and frustrated ego as I practice meeting the world in new ways. Won't you please show up and be the belonging of your own soul and practice? You choose, you guide, you realize your own self-agency along the way of becoming more and more whole. You tender care yourself and strive for offerings of forever from tomorrow. The space of craft and care breach a long time awaited share of yourself in your ways of tumble through the weeds of it all. Be the becoming and sense the belonging. Shower your home in a trust you can count upon. The best of beautiful belonging aspires to new ways of being. Coming into connection with the points of practice you settle your bets with. Your consent means the world to me, and your tender care comes into touch with the making mark of play and practice as holy ground. My self-satiation means and meets with other types of focus in your channels of spirit as connection. While sometimes what you long for the most melts the love and nourishment of what feels most right to you. Practice saying no, not yet. That doesn't feel good or right for me. Sorry to place a piecemeal practice upon your head, and also the journey speaks folds of flurry to pass a passage of time. The pressure of discovery's motive wants and warrants a new way of being and becoming. Your shorn-up ways bring forward scarce times in recall. They emerge for a reason. These are content pieces that must be present and alive in your process that you can't account for, and in time you will passage your way through, being less precious with the process. Learning to bring yourself fully into aliveness for you and your own space. The reflection of a needs-based practice wants to come into connection with a stable and stabilizing way. The base of your offerings or ways of being, becoming your own authentic self meets a pretty place of purpose surrounding the meat and measures of it all. There is a space of collapse that brings up and out the tender space of collapse. You're okay to cycle open and closed. It is normal and natural to pace your practice and guide your ways through the world. What needs have gone unexpressed? My core desire speaks into space, and I am, so sad underneath it all. The pouring out of purpose wants so much for lonely times, and I feel honored. August 10th, 2022. I talk about the wise artist archetype and loving the artist within. Being tender with your inner creative life and helping to heal the wounds of the creative child within the cultivation of the wise artist as caring and protective. This all makes lots of sense, and my strength and days follow corners of the life I live more fully. You wake up and stoke the fire of your love, the gentle remains of remaining days before the fire takes her form for good and always. My heart holds so much care and love for the day of mutual care and connection. I did not write my pages yesterday. My sweet Obachan, my sweet grandma, passed away the night before on 8/8/22 through the Lionsgate portal. The presence of folly begins the first stage of connecting, and a holy rapture follows as the family walks her body to the other side of life. In a practical way, I am tuning into the ways the moon turns slowly over time. That's my practical. You warm yourself and connect to the core heart of how you are willing and able to breathe new ways of connecting over the course of your life. The solitary thing is supported by the struggle you want to live with or beyond, knowing there are kinks in the armor and chains to break as times of peace wash over the lands. The peace you want and wish for becomes some form of long night home. The tender spots love your words, and your words love your tender spots. This is all your soft surrender forward. You have ways of coming back again and again with greater clarity that works for the simplification of the measure and flow of an offered redress. The space calling forms cycles of meaning you want to be and breathe from with a much love support. The space calling forms cycles of meanings you want to be and breathe from with so much love and support. My loves, my loves, my loves, you want for so much in your heart. The kind core and connection fall from the space of calm and supported redress. Being able to share little pieces, little snippets without so much pressure. Helping artists heal and flourish. This is my care. How might I show up differently? I sense a lot might shift and change. I hold my grandma in my heart as I ask this question. How might I show up differently? I long to be connected to a practice that I am willing to show up relating with time and time again. So much follows through in the way and ways you read moments home. The time of your love and flow speaks in hearty ways. You call your connection back to the simple things and shower your care as a nourishment for the lands that you tend. The pockets of online space can be related with like metaphoric landmass. You share each new piece of your project with greater ease and fluency in the online lands that you care for, like being the proprietor of the land keeper, the steward of the multiple outlets you have online. August 11th, 2022. I am at my kitchen table writing my pages, and my eyes feel congested. Oba-chan died 3 nights ago now, on the 8th, and we are all pulling together in big ways to step up and plan her services and cremation for the graveside site. She will be next to my grandpa, my Oji-san, and there are ways we meet the world with blanketed ties gone by. This period of grief is a family gathering, and I am very grateful for the time we are sharing. There is a lot of work to be done, and I am very grateful to be an active part of all the planning and prep. The rites of my love are time-honored, and I recognize the healing power of consistent care and heart-centered connection. The breath of it all is a breeze in the wind, and I know what kind of core alignment I hold for myself and the family's lineage. We are healing beyond time. I am so very grateful for the role of healer and spiritual guide that I inhabit. You are your mother's daughter, and your mother is sensitive to so very much. I have spent so very much time in the slow and patient. I feel the need to continue within this path and open myself to the core of my heart and purpose. I surrender the reins and allow spirit to guide moment by moment. The raw edge of honesty, not yet tasted, is the razor's edge, and I invite others to lean upon me as the sturdy back. The time I have spent on this balance beam makes me a sturdy base, and it is okay to no longer wish to compete for a medal. I'm going to find some old black and white photos of my grandmother and come home to the tenderest times of your home before dawn. The love and light comes into clear connections, and my condolences make markers that join some form of past and present change. You are turning into a beacon of love and grace and honor. The time of life's whole-bodied offering is the way you allow yourself to move. Stay in your heart. Be indoors a while. You come into connection with the way you have loved to feel, and it continues to ripple out. What a time to grieve and give something more, to be with the mess, the love, the delicate, complex things. You can say so much tenderness. The quietude is palpable, and we have a rich spiritual life. Tender times meet tender endings, and completion walks a path of grief as love. My core connection walks me forward into the rooms I enter, and I allow what is present to be and unfold as it will. Name the thing. Continue to practice naming the thing. Name the hard thing, the sweet thing. Name the meaningful thing, the honest thing. Name the wish it were or wish it weren't so thing, and call yourself and the rooms you inhabit home. We come back to this over and over and feel the shift ability in our brain states. You are really, truly repatterning the neural pathways consciously with intention and clarity, wanting more time inside the moments that are alive in the fullness as we let the guardings fall away to honesty and truth. Know that you can feel the difference. August 12th, 2022. I am at my dining room table, connecting to the page, allowing process to unfold. You are learning new ways to show up to your tasks, allowing different styles of connecting to lead the way. Where are you finding your solace these days? In the little things, in the practice of returning to rituals and resting in regularity. You say so much about so much, and the lens of your work wishes to take a softer focus, wanting for play to meet desire, and longing to be met with consistency of care. You shutter your experiences and mark time as the way you understand how to name the practice. You see and fret upon the worries you inherit as you simultaneously clean the lens of your foggy glasses to uncloud your vision. What markers create the meet point of desire as safety and love as longing for more, with full presence and capacity to then actually receive the more as it arrives? You say something clever and wash away the tears. You have grown so accustomed to crying. You know the heavy-headed post-cry pressure, your eyes and forehead weighted and hot. This is our place to discover what feels good, how and what and where from we like to share. The cultivated time and practice of patterns grows into a garden of safe space and continued motion. You come back to yourself and rest in your tender self. You shower the nature of love and longing in space of time and dearest love. What markers do you recover today? Where do you send your clear-hearted desire? Out into the ethers as a wish, a want, a hope, a casting for magic in return. And then you let go. Did you hear that? You let go. You let go, you let go, you let go, you let go. This part, the letting go, this part has been a sticky spot, and also I am getting lots of reps in for practice. Part of the process of playful curiosity includes a feeling that is somatically available and has an open, expansive quality, not unlike letting go. An active style of release as momentum and energy are able to cascade the corners of the earth. The elements at play work with one another to create capital L, capital I, capital F, capital E, life. You are the motion, and emotion moves through with a tender welcoming. You understand the Sufi mystics and the embodied experience they speak upon, not only metaphor, also direct experience and hand-on-heart acknowledgement. You breathe your body as your body softens to the safety that you bring. This hasn't always been the case, and the clear way you navigate your practice meets some core of offering as solace for the weary soul. You feel the pressure that can weigh upon the head and shoulders of the burdened, and you too will inevitably repeat cycles of pressure. And your relationship to pressure has shifted. You understand so much more than the core connection of the space you occupy within yourself, and you want more. for yourself. Come home again and again. We come